Performing queries. Through a process called querying, Excel allows you to import data located on either data-backed websites such as those maintained by online banks or company intranets, or from supported database programs and platforms. One thing you're going to notice is that you may need to install the query feature the first time you try to run a query. So plan to have your Excel 2003 or your Microsoft Office 2003 installation CD in case you need to pop it into your CD or DVD drive. Now I want to talk about something else very quickly, and that's that when you see one of the features here, which is to do with database-backed query, that you can indeed use Excel files for this purpose. Remember, Excel can be used as a database. However, one thing we haven't talked much about are tables, simply because tables tend to be ubiquitous between different programs. But understand that database programs rely heavily on the use of tables to store data. And one of the things you're going to be asked for each time you try to perform a query is what tables to look at. So unless you've set up an Excel file with tables of data, you cannot use an Excel worksheet by itself. For example, a list will not be enough. But you can set up tables in Excel to handle this. Also, because data-backed websites and database-backed web importation requires kind of secure data, I'm not going to actually take you to a website or take you to a secure database. I'm going to just step you through the process on the Excel end. You're going to need to go through and get the information you need to access a particular data-backed website. For example, if it's a company intranet, you need to know how to get to that site and any authorization you require, such as a username or password. And the same thing may apply for a database. So we're going to start with a workbook open where you want to import the data. Then we're going to click on the Data menu, and we're going to select Import External Data, and we're going to choose here New Web Query. Now, ignore this because it's going to try to open a default web page, but normally you would click in here and then type the internet or intranet address for whatever web page you're using to perform the query upon. You'll click Go, and then it will use your available internet connection to connect to that data-backed website. Once you connect to that site, you're going to be asked to select tables from that site in order to bring the information into Excel. So you'll import based on specific tables you want to import. When you've got your table selected, the Import button will now display, and you can click Import, and then it will import the data and appear in your worksheet. Now let's quickly go to data-based sites. Here we're going to again go to the Tools menu from the workbook where we want to work. Actually, we're going to go to the Data menu, and we're going to select Import External Data. We're going to choose New Database Query. We can select a new data source. We can select DBase files, and DBase is a very popular database platform. Excel files, and remember they have to have tables, or a Microsoft Access database. Select what you want to use, such as Microsoft Access Database. You can also use the options to look at folders to search for data sources. And click OK. Now it's going to look for the database name such as this, and you'll click OK. Once it opens, it'll ask you for available tables such as here, site users. So we'd select that and add that so that we can import this information. Click Next. You can filter the data you want to accept. How to sort. Next. Return data to Microsoft Office Excel. Click Finish. Import data. Window will come up. Click OK. And the data will be added to the sheet.